So we have our view that we've set up, and right now it's in a sketch format. And the best way to set up a 3D view is to have a template. So on the left here, in our properties box, it says view template and it has none. And when you click it, you've got architectural presentation and export to civil engineering. So currently, you'll notice if I hit apply, this is the default that Revit has for architectural presentation. And it's consistent with the other, save that, it's consistent with the other views. So it's got the same setting. And if we go back to the ones that we've created, we want to create a new one. And this is to suit your own preference to what type of view you'd like. And in this one, you hit new. And let's say we want sketch 3D. And then you start from the top, details, medium, yes, that's fine. This is if you want to override graphics for any of the items. I can go into this in a further tutorial. Model display is important. You can click hidden line, which is a bit more, this is the black and white one. Shadows, cast shadows, yes. So you have to make sure this one's turned on. Sketchy lines, if you want to add a little bit of sketchy lines in it, maybe just for this I'll show you. I personally don't really like them on, but it is good for presentation. Let's make it a bit more so you can see it. Unfortunately with these templates you can't see it live, so once you've applied it you can just tweak it. I like doing 45 by 25. That's just my own preference. And background, this is the one that I personally prefer, and I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out what I prefer, and this makes it look less Revit out of the box, but it looks a bit more custom. I like putting just a really light blue sky, and you can see the RGB, red, green, blue factors. You can actually get this data if you want to color pick from another image. You can manually plug in the color you want, and ground, I just keep it to white so it blends. And there you go, apply. That's it. If you hit apply, so we see our view there. And again, I don't really like that sketchy line, so if you want to take that off, you can disable it, hit apply. It's a bit more realistic. Apply. And then you can bring this up so you don't see underneath the house. There you go. I've covered shortcuts in the past, but for example, if you want to hide this tree, you can right click and go hide element or hide in view, or you can hit HE and that'll hide it just in this view. Control Z to undo. Or if you like that kind of there just for the shape, you can override the graphics. You can make it half tone and then you can change the transparency, something like that. 20. There you go. And that just makes it less bulky. And if you want to get rid of this box, you can also hit the HE or the hide element. And there you go, that's ready to put into your view. Sometimes I like putting people, trees, just to give it a bit more depth. With this railing, sometimes these railings it's a bit too harsh, so you can do the same thing with the tree, override the graphics in view, element, you can hit halftone, and hit apply. And then you can do the same with this. And again, this comes down to your personal preference. Having a contrast of sharp and soft shading can definitely give the image a different feel. You can also select multiple things if you do want to continue that up. And that's usually for things like if you don't want it to be a standout element in your project, or if you're not trying to highlight that in what you are drawing. You can also change the transparency. I'll leave it there. And then ZE, the shortcut ZE, that'll give you back to the zoomed out. So if you go to a new sheet, right click sheets, new sheet, new, yes, oops, that's an ugly sheet, new sheet, you can choose a different one. These are the out of the box factory ones. Backyard 2, which we've just been working on, you just drag it in. And then if you want to make that larger, you click it, you click size crop, and you have to make sure you click scale. And whoops, the dimensions are in inches. In another video I've already shown how to change this, but let's say we go with 15 inches. Because it's on scale, that'll automatically adjust the height. And you click apply. If you want it to be bigger, maybe 24, hit apply. And you can just go to suit. And then if you want to change this text, or you drag it, you can drag it out of the way. And there you go, you've set up a 3D